What's going on, guys? This is Nate from the Scrub Academy welcoming you to our next video here on the channel. Today we are doing a product review brought to you by Dragon Shield. Now I am not sponsored by them. I had to purchase these with my own cash, but I'm going to be doing a little bit of a review on the brand new Japanese-sized release of the Soul and Power sleeves that they just released quite recently. I wanted to go ahead and take a look at them. Now these are the matte dual sleeves, both of them. One is a green, one is a purple, as you can see by the colors of the packs here. Now I do know that Dragon Shield has a great rep when it comes to having sleeves of any size, but I do know that sometimes the matte dual sleeves sometimes do get a bad rap just because of the quality control of them. Sometimes there might be sleeves of different sizes, they split pretty easily, etc. So today we are going to be jumping into these two packs of sleeves, taking a look at them and seeing how they look, how they feel. I'll throw a deck in them, I'll give a couple shuffles, we'll see how it looks. But let's go ahead, we're going to jump into this. We're going to go ahead and start with the Soul sleeves. Purple is my favorite color. So let's go ahead, we'll jump into these, take a look at them, and see how they look, how they feel. We'll put different rarities of cards in here as well. That way you can see how they look with all the different rarities within the matte dual sleeves. I was doing some testing prior to a regional, and I did realize that with the matte dual, how they have the black on the inside, it does make certain cards look darker, such as ultis, the CRs, etc. So depending on how these look, we might use them, we might not. We'll have to take a look and see. But let's go ahead, we'll jump into these and we'll take a look. Pop open our first package here. Slide out the entire pack. All right, so as you can see, they are the dual sleeves. So on the inside, they are all black, and on the outside, they should be purple. Let's go ahead and take a look. First reveal here. It is a very nice metallic. Let me see if I can get that in the light. It's a metallic purple. Pretty nice coloring there. It's not your standard deep dark purple. It's not like the lilac or the orchid where it's like a lighter purple, pinkish. This is a pretty dark metallic colored. I think they are pretty nice. Now, depending on how these look, we can kind of shuffle through these, see if there's any markings on them. I have opened packs in the past where there are already sleeves that are already messed up before they even had a chance to have cards be put into them. So these ones look pretty good here. The only one that I am seeing, and that might have been on me, is just that first one. Does have a little bit of a riffle there, a little bit of a bubble on the top, but that might have just been me pulling it out of the pack. Now looking at the other side, we can go ahead and take a look at those. I think these are all looking pretty good. Now on the sides, that is one of where the major issues usually is that the sides have different color orientation to them, but these all look relatively good. I don't see any issues alongside them. We are gonna go ahead and sleeve up a deck with this as well, just to see how they look with that. See if there's any issues or see if you can tell a certain rarity of cards popping out of them. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that. But all in all, just the first look of these, they are looking pretty snazzy. I am liking that purple. Obviously, it is my favorite color, so I have to be biased. But we do have another pack of sleeves here, and that kind of goes along with the Scrub Academy mat, which I'm pretty pumped about. I'm hoping that it will match the green of this, and then I can start using these power sleeves kind of as the Scrub Academy sleeve of choice. Let's go ahead. We'll pop these bad boys open. We'll take a look at them. Let's see here. On the back here it says, Mecha Amula, the world sharer. The Anima Drangkok is a primordial collective of dragon souls that exist outside of time and space, in the void between all realms and universes. They are charged with a simple purpose: to safeguard the integrity of all realms. Envious of this unique status in the universe, the Emperor of the Racenia, ever power-hungry and devoid of reason, created a mechanical giant, a dragon suit, to wear as he embarks on his quest to rip apart the veil that separates the realms. At the other end of eternity, another being embarks on a similar quest outside of time. And as the grim challenger and the Emperor's Mecha Elmela's collective effort at each side of the veil concludes, a momentary breach appears. Interesting. I never actually realized that they had kind of a backstory to the different types of sleeves that they released, but without further ado, let's go ahead and break these bad boys open. I can already see the green. I'm hoping that you can see it on the camera as well, but you can already see the green on the outside is looking really nice. I'm not seeing any defects along that. Let's go ahead, we'll pop these boys out, and they are gonna be metallic just like the last ones. And that is a good sleeve color for my mat. You can kind of see the color of the mat versus the sleeve there. I might see if I can go ahead and zoom out without screwing up my camera. Let's go ahead and get that zoomed out. There we go. Now you can really see the mat with these sleeves. I'm thinking these sleeves might be the winner, honestly. Let's go ahead and we'll take a look at them, see how they look. So as of right now, just looking at them, the outside edges look pretty clean. I'm not seeing any issues when it comes to colorization. Just having any defects along that side. They feel pretty nice. They are looking like they have pretty much all the same cut. I'm not seeing any differentiation there as well. There might be one here in the middle that might have a little bit of a difference, but that is it there. Now when it comes to the back of the sleeves, I'm not seeing any defects at all on these. You guys might have to let me know if you see some that I don't. We always have to look along these edges here just to see how they look, making sure that that color isn't spilling over, which I don't think it is. And then we can always take a look on the inside as well, making sure that that same color doesn't appear anywhere on the inside. Usually that doesn't really matter. It's more of the black seeping over onto the green side that we have to worry about. But all in all, they do seem pretty good. I am gonna go ahead and put a couple different cards in these. We're gonna look at different rarities with both of these. And we're just gonna see how they feel, how they look, and we will take a look at those. So give me 2 seconds to get those sleeved up and I will be right back. Alrighty, I am back. We have 8 cards of the same exact card sleeved up in both different sleeves here. We have them from different sets, different rarities, but everything besides that is the same on each side. That way you can take a look and kind of see the differentiation of the two, see if there's any big standouts of them. Let's go ahead, we're gonna take a look at these green ones first. So, green cards in the sleeves. You can't really tell anything, I don't think, on the cards themselves. No markings, anything like that. Onto the side here, see if I can get that into the light. Looks like there's nothing that could show when it comes to like card marking. Obviously you could make them mark cards yourself, but other than that, it is just a plain green. Let me see if I can turn up my light real quick. Get real bright in here. Okay. So now we can take a look at that. So that's the outside. Top cards, pretty standard green there. I do like how that looks. That metallic kind of really pops for me. Sides, can't really see anything at all. Bottoms as well. The other side, can't really see anything at all with that, along with the other side. Now onto the purples. Again, we've got the purple side color here. You can see that in the light, hopefully. I'm not seeing any changes there when it comes to colorization. Might be a little bit right there, but that's about it. Same with these backs. Standard back, might be something, a little bit of something right there. But all in all, I've been pretty impressed so far with these. Obviously, there always can be a little bit of a defect somewhere along the end. We're just looking for major QC issues. Nothing on that side, looks pretty good. Purple, good color purple there. Good color purple there. And that's the top of the card. All right, now that we've done that, we can go ahead and take a look at each card individually when it comes to how they look on the inside. So the first one we're gonna have is a Snake Eye Ash. So on both sides here with both colors, they both should be near mint, so there's nothing that has to do about that. But all in all, it looks like they're about the same when it comes to the black outline. There's no issues with that. Even when you put them up next to each other like this, looks like there's a solid cut. Maybe I just got like the first ones of this and this is just gonna go downhill from here, who knows. But yeah, there's that for you. You couldn't even tell which one was which for a second there. Looks like a good color there. There's no glare when it comes to me holding them in my hands, up until the point where like obviously you put the light into it, but besides that, that matte really helps the colors pop there. You can see the cards. So we had supers. Next up we're gonna have some ultras. Obviously we gotta go with the poplar. We got 2 poplar here, and again, it doesn't look like there's any issues. There might be a little bit of marking along this edge right here. Let me go ahead and take a look at that closer with my own eyes. Okay, yeah, so there is a little bit of coloring along this edge right here. Not sure if my camera will pick up on it, but right along this edge, There is a little bit, I can see 2 little markings on it. But that seems to be the only thing that I'm seeing on it. I'm not sure if that would affect being able to play it at all. It just looks kind of like the color was scratched off there a little bit. Yeah, it's the black coloring. Now that I'm taking a better look at it, you can kind of see even better on this side if it'll focus for me. Not sure if it'll focus, but it's like the very edge of the card. Sleeve itself lost the color of the black, so you can kind of see through it. Taking a look at this one, this is the green color. This one actually has nothing wrong with it, I don't think. I do see some green on the bottom of this when it should be black, I think. But that may just be how it's made. Alrighty. Next up, we got ourselves a couple secrets. We got our flamberges here. Again, good coloring. That matte really helps the secret pop out of there. You can really see it quite well. Minus the one little lighting issue when I have my light kind of spotlighted on them. But other than that, they seem pretty good. Again, you can kind of see the green on the bottom of the green one along the edge. You can kind of see it just along there if you're looking at it straight on. But you're not seeing that with the purple one. So we're kind of 1 for 1 with issues right now. Looks like the purple does have issue right along here as well. But we're gonna see, again, we're gonna sleeve up a full deck with these and do a little bit of a shuffle and see how they feel. Next up, we got 2 imperms here. Now these are the flood imperms. So there could be different, obviously, rarities of imperms. You could have your CRs, QCRs, etc. But these are just 2 that I grabbed that would match up together. All in all, they do look pretty good when it comes to looking at the cards themselves in my own eyes. Obviously, you'd have to buy the packs themselves and sleeve up your own cards to take a look at them yourselves. I'm not seeing any issues along the edges of these. There could always be just a little bit of imperfections when it comes to them. Again, we do have the green along here, so I'm starting to think that it's just the way that the card is, or the sleeve is printed, because I'm not seeing any of it on the black one, or the purple one, sorry. But that just could be because it's so dark. Next up, we have ash blossoms. Now these ash blossoms, so they're not the same secret type as the flood imperms. These are the MP22s. They do have a little bit of a different secret on them. You can kind of see how they look on that. See how they look in the light there. Seem pretty good. Again, we do have that green along the edge, so I'm guessing that's just the way that it's printed, or it could just be this box, who knows. But I am not seeing that same issue with the purple one, that you don't see that on there. Next up, we have 2 secrets, Triple Tactics Talents. These are the Rarity Collection secrets. Kind of see those. You can see all the different lines on that secret rare. Again, we're just seeing the same thing again. There's no purple on the bottom of the purple one, but there is a little bit of green on the bottom of the green one, just right along that edge. And again, it could just be this box. It could be how they're actually printed. We have to do like a large sweep of QC just to see in the end how it would look. Moving on, we're gonna have a couple CRs here. These are the CR Effect Veilers out of the latest Rarity Collection RA01. See if you can see that light, there you go. You can see that in there. So all in all, they do look pretty good when it comes to having these inside the sleeves. Lighting is good, there's no glare on the sleeves to the point where I can't see what the cards are, as well as me playing them on the field itself. There shouldn't be any issues with my opponent being able to see what's actually going on there. And then finally, we do have a couple Lightning Storms. These are as well are the CR versions. So these are going to be the same way as the Effect Veiler. You can kind of see the different markings on them. They do show pretty well to the blind eye when I have them in my hand. Again, there's not any kind of glare on them, and you can see them quite well. There's no issues. So alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and get these a full pack sleeved up with a deck, and then we're going to go ahead and do a little shuffle test, take a look at them and see how they feel. Alrighty, so I am finally back here. We got everything sleeved up. This is a 42 card deck that I sleeved up. Obviously it's not perfect. I'm not going to be doing a deck profile or anything like that for you guys, but we are going to be taking a look here. So again, now that they're all sleeved up, you can take a look at the backs. You can see that there aren't any markings on them as of yet. Obviously it's going to depend on how you kind of take care of your sleeves, but as long as you take care of them and you're watching out for them, you should be okay. Take care to look and see if there's any lines along here where the the purple kind of scraped off, but I think it was the black that was scraping off, not the purple. We can take a look at the sides here, see how they look in the light. See if I can get that showing for you guys. Looks relatively similar all the way across. I don't think there's anything that could be given off as a marking. There might be one right here that could be considered marking. Obviously, when you're going through your sleeves, there could always be that one that slips through. So just make sure that you look at your cards, see how they look. Again, at the bottom here, nice little riffle, nothing, no issues there. And same goes for this side. Again, there might be like that one little slip right there. But other than that, you should be good. So let's go ahead, we'll give it a little shuffle test. We'll see how it looks. Feels pretty smooth to me. There's not really any sticking. I know that with new sleeves, there always tends to be a little bit of a slide to them. Things tend to slip off each other. So we can go ahead and do a little pile shuffle, get things moving, take a look at them, see how they look. Alrighty. Now everything's shuffled up for us. Make sure nothing's right next to each other. Take a look at that. Looks pretty good to me. Again, I think there was like one or two. Maybe like right there could have been a little bit of a QC error. So 1 out of 42 looks like. That's why they do give you 60. You always want to be sure to check that, especially when it comes to using multiple packs. So like if you have a 60 card deck, 15 card extra or side deck, you'd have an issue. Obviously, so just double check those and make sure. Let's go ahead and we'll take another feel here. Things tend to be moving pretty smooth here when it comes to the shuffle. And I'm not the best shuffler either, so don't be judging me on that. But all in all, it feels pretty good. If we put it down on the table, try and get it to slide. It doesn't look like it's sliding too hard, too crazily. So that's one thing that I've always noticed. You get a new pack of sleeves, you get it sleeved up for a regional, and your deck is just flying all over the place. But if I try and nudge this, it's not really going anywhere until it tips over that edge. So all in all, I think that the purple sleeves are pretty good. Obviously, we're gonna have to re-sleeve with the green because that's the one I want to use anyway. And we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at that. But all right, let me go ahead and get these unsleeved and get those sleeved up, and then we will take a look at the green ones. Alrighty, we are all sleeved up again here. We have the brand new power sleeves in the matte dual sleeve Japanese size. We can go ahead and take a look at these top ones first. This is a full sleeve deck. I believe it's 42 cards, just like the last one. Taking a look at these sides here, see how they look. Not seeing anything that might cause an issue. Taking a look by myself there. We got our back side, the other side as well. Not seeing anything that might pop out as if we were trying to mark our cards. As well as the front, just make sure that your cards are all the way in. Looks like my top card here was not pushed all the way in. All right, let's go ahead, we'll give this a pile shuffle. We'll see how they feel. I know that most ones, just like I was saying before, most new sleeves tend to have that little bit of slippery to them. I feel like the piles always end up falling over. Could lose cards in the middle of the shuffle, etc. Toss them halfway across the world. That's what I've done before. All right, I think it's 41 cards actually. I might have miscounted there. All right, so we're good there. Check and take a look at the feel of the slide when the shuffle happens. Feels very smooth, not feeling any kind of issues there at all. There's nothing sticking, nothing sliding. Didn't lose my cards there, that's always a good sign. And we'll go ahead, we'll give it a little tap. So they didn't slide until the very end there. So all in all, I think they're very good sleeves. Obviously, if you've had Dragon Shield before, you kind of know what you're getting. These are just a couple brand new colors I decided to review, take a look and see how they feel and look. But all in all, I think they're pretty good. I think I've picked out a winner for my new sleeve that I'm going to be using here in the power sleeves. But that is all I've got, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the very first review here on the channel. I'm looking forward to doing more in the near future. We'll see. If there's anything you'd like to see us review, let us know down in the comment section below. But that is all I've got for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, this is Nate from the Scrub Academy, signing off for now. Peace out.